My principal doesn't believe in your retirement, Arthur.
Your director has a fatal habit of miscalculating my resilience.
It's not an estimate. He dispatched the cleanup crew 3 hours ago.
Let them come. This house has survived more than one contract cleanup. Tell your director he's going to need a bigger cleanup crew.
Imagine you're not a solitary AI filmmaker, but a film director backed up by a professional crew, choosing the right lens, writing detailed prompts, or keeping the location consistent. Imagine all these tasks are performed by only one AI agent called Agent 1. This agentic workflow was recently dropped by Invideo, the sponsor of this episode, and we used it to make the opening spy film. Let's see what makes Agent 1 stand out. In the initial phase of a film creation with Agent 1, you feed it with your idea of the film and the general visual aesthetic you want. Add your inspirations, maybe a painting, a photograph, a scene from a movie. Define also what you don't want so the agent knows what to avoid. Upload a treatment or a screenplay. Agent will analyze all this info and create your film Bible, called here the context, where you can review and edit all critical elements of your project. From short description and the goal, through cinematographic blueprint and visual language, to characters and locations descriptions. The agent breaks down your script or idea into a storyboard. Check it to be sure it understood your intentions correctly. If you want to make changes, just tell the agent and it will do them for you. You don't have to get your hands dirty with prompting. The agent does it for you, choosing the right prompt structure and including all elements you requested. The agent understands the visual language and lexicon and becomes your cinematographer, so you can stay in your director's chair and direct it instead of writing prompts by yourself. It makes technical choices, feeds whole film DNA into the prompt to get the right aesthetics, and generates the clips in Seedance 2.0. If the result is not 100% what you wanted, you can manually make changes in the prompt or just tell the agent what you want to be changed. Now multi-scene edits, the beauty of this workflow. If you want to change, for example, one thing about your character or the location, say you want to change your character's coat from black to orange, and do it across all the scenes, you don't have to regenerate all of them from scratch. You just tell the agent and it does it automatically. You can even change the entire location while maintaining the action intact.
Complex narrative-driven filmmaking requires discipline, continuity, and character and location consistency. In a typical workflow, this means meticulous prompting, linking reference items every time and making sure the prompt structure is right and your film's DNA is clearly stated in each prompt to achieve a coherent result. You need to be really good at prompting if you don't want to spend a small fortune on iterations until you get the outcome you are after. Using Omni models like Seedance 2.0 or Kling 3.0 makes it less of a generate and pray process, but it still requires discipline and hours of work. Any change you want to make requires regenerating all the shots one by one. If you're shooting a commercial and your client suddenly decides the character should wear a baseball cap with a logo on it, this single change almost doubles the amount of work needed to complete the project. Think of it as if you bought a camera, lighting gear, rented a location, gathered the actors, and all of a sudden realized you were the only crew member on the set. For each shot, you have to manually set the lighting, execute camera motion, pick the outfits and props for each actor, direct the actors, and so on. Yes, it can be done. But it is so much more convenient if you have a whole crew to help you with that, so you can fully focus on directing. And this is exactly why using Invideo Agent 1 makes sense for more advanced filmmaking that reaches beyond a-second clips. It's your crew waiting for your directions and executing them. Not to mention that it's quite intuitive and easy to use with a clean, well-organized dashboard. One thing was absolutely obvious to us when we put it to the test. This workflow was created by filmmakers for filmmakers. It's not a flashy toy, it's a production system. It's good not only at executing your directions and delivering quality results in an organized and predictable manner, but what makes it truly special is the whole pre-production phase, when it gently forces you to make a series of crucial creative decisions about your film. This is exactly how every traditional film production starts, with clarifying the intention, the audience, the message, the desired outcome, the aesthetics, and the cinematographic language. The next thing we liked is that Agent 1 actually takes the prompting part onto its own shoulders and lets you stay in your director's chair. Don't get me wrong, this doesn't mean that from now on you shouldn't spend any time learning how to prompt. It means that once your artistic idea and expectations are clear to the agent, it can choose the right tools and write the proper prompt for you, saving you tons of time and effort. The same applies to the process of making multi-scene edits. It feels like you just give your assistant a task and it gets done in no time at all. It is the first workflow we've tested that has made us constantly rethink some of our creative choices. And that's a good thing. It will make you a better, more self-aware filmmaker. It even offered valuable suggestions acting on its own initiative. My final suggestion on how to squeeze as much as possible out of Agent 1 is this: be as specific as you can, think your project over and over again, and share your thoughts with the agent. Talk to it. It is surprisingly good at understanding the whole project, extracting all the important elements from what you feed it, and even suggesting options and the best choices. While talking to the agent, use natural language, ask questions, answer its questions. This is an inspiring creative process that transitions you from generating clips to directing a movie. This is a serious filmmaking tool. Try Invideo Agent 1 for yourself and enjoy the ride. Oh, now make sure to switch on the Always Ask button so you don't burn through your credits with the speed of a machine gun in the hands of the Terminator. If you found this video informative or entertaining, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss our next video. See you soon.